Yeah.
And we are live.
Huh? Oh, hi. Hi, not dead people.
Wow, that was delayed reaction on YouTube side.
Yeah.
You're a delayed reaction.
I'm a chain reaction.
Yeah, wow. I fucked it up. I guess I'm gonna fix the battery later. Oh, well. I think I blew a fuse somewhere. Probably.
I'm in the middle of a chain reaction. So how is everyone?
Say that again?
How is everyone?
Alive? Yes.
That's good.
The hell was that?
Your mom.
Can we get a response from somebody who actually acts like an adult?
No.
No. And happy birthday to you, Tamer.
Happy birthday. I hope y'all don't expect me to sing, because I don't sing.
Neither do I.
I can't see you singing at all.
It's a pain in the ass to find some people's names when they constantly change them, so.
Just letting you know, I might end up cutting out because I'm an idiot, so. Depends on how long that stays running.
Right.
Isn't your van plugged into anything?
It's plugged in, but I decided to turn on the blower motors, forgetting that the blower motors are 25 amps a piece, and the AC to DC system is only 15 amps. So, watching the little meter fall down, I'm pretty sure I blew a fuse, and no matter what I do right now, I'm pretty sure I'm on battery. So, and the battery's like dead. So, I don't know. It'll cut out if it's going to cut out. So,
okay.
Oh, bollocks. No, too big. No, wrong.
I completely forgot that I never had the money to replace the AC to DC system because it is too small to actually do everything this van can do.
How much is that going to cost?
Oh, that's like stupid expensive and not like immediately necessary.
No worries.
Like I have things that are much higher priority, like my laptop.
Yeah, I know. I've been working on that.
How are you working on her laptop? It's nowhere near you.
I'm working on the expensive part.
I was going to say, that's kind of creepy if you've been following the van around. Sneaking in and working on my laptop.
Maybe that's why shit keeps falling in your van.
Yeah, he's hiding under my bed. But yeah, no, the little AC to DC system in here runs the lights, so that's the important part. Is it can keep up with the lights. But if I want to use the blower motors, I got to get a bigger one.
I need to go into everybody's Discord where I advertise this and stick the everyone tag on it so everybody gets annoyed.
So apart from your laptop, what else are you needing?
Could you repeat that in better English, please?
I'm Scottish, so it's hard. Apart
something
from
about
your
the laptop.
Yeah, apart from your laptop, what else are you needing?
Tranime.
What?
He's talking to you.
I didn't hear him, sorry.
Apart from your laptop, what else are you needing?
Shelter? Like an apartment to go, like, put all my stuff in? And sleep in? No, my laptop
What, the jackets you're staying with and let you in their apartment?
Well, there's not enough room. I need like my own bedroom. That's what I need. I need a bedroom.
You just want too much stuff.
But no, besides my laptop, I don't have a way to take and make calls right now because money. They shut it off.
I can ask a few friends on Facebook who will take you in if you want.
What?
I can ask a few friends on Facebook who will take you in.
Sure. I'm not going to turn down help. Still trying to find like income so I can like not need help. That would be cool. I gotta find a job.
Right, I shall ask around for you.
Hey. Lovely.
That was disgusting, trying to me.
Sure it was. If he says it came from you, it came from you. Now, if anybody's feeling generous, you can always donate to for my birthday money. The link is in the description.
I'm not feeling generous.
No, the link's always been there. I just raised it up higher in the description.
Yeah, I'm currently too poor to be generous. Otherwise, I would have bought and tried my laptop a while back. God.
Kind of target oriented there, aren't you?
Beg your pardon?
So you're kind of target oriented there, aren't you? Any money goes to her.
Well, you know me, I'm the kind of guy who likes to keep my promises, and I promised I would help her.
You can always start a GoFundMe for it.
No more GoFundMes, no, please. I can't handle it anymore. Fallout from that was just awful.
Yeah.
The fallout from that was sad, and the fallout didn't come until after the GoFundMe was deleted.
Wow.
It's deleted. Now they can't prove anything, so we'll just talk shit now.
Let's pick a different topic.
Yeah. So, Ian, do you have your version of a DMV there?
A DMV? Oh, yeah, the place where you get your license.
Yes.
Yeah, don't you guys call it like the Department of Transportation or?
I think so. We just go to the post office, get a form, fill it out, and have our photo sent to us.
That sounds not overly complicated.
Yeah, you pretty much go to the post office, you ask for the form, you fill it out, you pay a fee, and then you renew it every 10 years. £14 online and £17.
Wait, you go to the post office to do this?
Yes, you get the form, you fill it out, and you send it to the Department of Transportation, along with a passport photo that you get in a wee photo booth in town.
Shit, here we have an actual DMV where you have to go to and get city service.
Yeah, you just pay a certain amount, and then you renew it every 10 years.
Here they were good for only 4 years, and now it's 4 and 8 years.
No, I've got a letter just now that I have to renew it every 10 years.
Well, I'm just saying the ones here expire after either 4 years or 8 years, depending on how much you wanted to pay.
I think that's the same here, actually. So I need to renew mine for $14 pound, and then I shall renew it.
I have no clue what that translates into real money.
I can tell you in a minute.
You can carry what?
I can tell you in a minute.
Either I'm not catching that last word, or I just have no idea what it is.
I can tell you in a second.
Oh, okay. Now I renewed mine directly on my birthday, so now I've got to wait for them to send me my new license.
It's $18.
Yeah,
all
4 year here was 20. 4 year here is about $23, and 8 years about 42 apparently.
these tweets about Black Panther getting negative reviews because it only has like 3 negative reviews and everybody's like crying about it. I kind of want to give it a negative review without having watched it.
I think some folk get like an early critics an early showing, and it's open to the general public.
Well, most movies are open to the general public except for advanced screenings.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think some were saying they want to go back to Africa and have their own Wakanda.
Actually, I'm going to drop this Hangout link into a specific DM to see if he ever actually shows up.
Okay.
Well, I know you'll freak out if this person ever actually decides to show up.
For me.
Well, you might freak out too.
What? Who's coming?
If he ever sees it and actually clicks on it, it will be undoomed.
Ah, that'd be cool.
He did it last year, so.
I have my therapist in a week or so. Which the counsellor, I should say.
Well, what I figure I'll do with this, if it stays too boring for up to half an hour to 45 minutes, I'll kill it. But if it actually picks up, then I'll keep it going.
Don't kill me.
The stream, you nitwit!
I am getting messages that my voice is sexy.
I've still got your that website you sent me a while back when I asked you what kind of laptop you were after. Just designing a laptop is quite difficult. I don't know what you're after.
What?
Because you can design your own laptop here.
To a degree.
It's all Greek to me.
It just means you can pick different size hard drives, memory capacity, all that crap. That's literally what it means by design your own laptop.
Yeah.
I know.
And when I spec'd mine out for what I need it for, it came to like $2,600, which sucked because it was on sale, but I could not afford it while it was on its sale price. It was like several $100s less than it would have been, and it's like, well, can't do shit about that.
Yeah, well, it happens. No, I dropped the watch link in a few DM groups, so we'll see what happens. And I dropped the hangout in a couple areas, see what happens.
Hello to transgender in there.
So,
yeah,
I don't
Jenny
have the
from. You don't have the watch link? Yes, you do.
No, I do. Where?
Oh, it is on Twitter. Do you need it in the side chat also?
No. Oh, I have to go find the tweet I tweeted. Damn it.
There, I just dropped it in the hangout.
Okay, good, because I don't want to do work.
There's a
If
shocker.
anybody's watching, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's how I know if anybody's watching.
Let's see.
It doesn't have a number to tell me how many. Oh, 4 watching. Okay, it was just taking forever to load.
Yeah, I was about to say, it shows it in. Well, it shows it for me in the hangout and on the watch link crap.
Yeah, you know what's nice about having an avatar? My hair is always.
What's nice about having an avatar?
My hair is always perfect when I'm on stream.
Yeah. So is my fur.
Only thing is, I'm so tiny. You can't even tell. You can't even tell anything. I look like and with the like progress bar through the middle, it looks like I don't have a mouth. It's really funny.
I guess we can let Jen drop in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll send the link to her on Discord because I don't think she's on Twitter.
Oh, all of a sudden I can't hear anybody.
Beg your pardon?
Can't hear us? We are talking.
There we go. Yeah, broken laptop is broken.
Yeah.
Is that your laptop doing that?
Could be it.
My laptop is a broken piece of crap.
No, it was working until you broke it.
It got hit by 33 volts from a piece of equipment that was supposed to belong to it.
Yes.
That's not my doing.
You should have known, Simon.
Apparently she has a story or two to share.
You are a tech engineer.
In 5 minutes, apparently.
Good God.
Well, more people are turning out to watch this than I thought. We've got 3 watching. It's probably us 3.
Well, I've showed it on a few other Discord channels and
What? Say that again?
I've showed it on a few different Discord channels and on my Twitter.
Okay. Wasn't quite sure what you were trying to say there.
I know my voice is hard to understand.
You said it, not me. Well, I've said it just behind your back. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Or am I?
I doubt it.
I'm trying to think of who else I should invite that might be interested in coming in here.
Yeah, I could ask a few folk.
Like who?
Let's see. I'll go to my Twitter. Followers. I could ask a friend called Dax.
Oh, that'll get watched.
Eh? I could ask I could ask Chaos Eve, Mr. Wicked, Red Only.
Hello.
Am I live? Can you hear me?
No, you're not live. No.
Yes. Yes.
No one
Okay.
can hear you.
Ignore the mutt.
Who's
That's
that?
fine. Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure things out because I don't want my face to be public.
Oh, there's a little picture of a camera up on the top of your thingy. Click that.
Yeah,
You
no,
realize
I'm
I
actually,
could
I'm
just-
actually from my
Whoa.
phone. I'm actually talking from my phone right now. I have it on speaker, so if there's an echo coming in, that's probably why.
Oh, okay.
It's not an issue, is it? Like, is there an echo? I don't know.
No, not that I can hear, no. And I can't kill your camera from the side since you're on a mobile device. And you...
I killed it myself. There we go. Okay. There was actually a few stories that I wanted to talk about, some issues that happened recently here with my experience at Job Corps. I think I've told Yin already. I don't think I've told you guys though.
Okay.
If you have, I've probably forgotten.
Tranima, you're probably going to like this one. So this was an issue that happened when I was studying for my serve safe and my food handlers, because the whole reason why I'm here in the Job Corps program is because I want to get involved with culinary arts, I actually have a plan for the future coming up, and plus I am looking to get a little bit of money saved up so I can actually start my transition from male to female.
Good.
And
Good.
yes, I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But about a week ago, I was in the computer lab studying for my surf safe and my food handlers. And this was about I was in there was another individual there in the room as well, and he had his music on, which was a little too loud. Now, I didn't have an issue with the individual being in the room with me. It was just his music that was bothering me. So I turned back to him and I says, "Hey, do you think you could turn your music down? It's a little too loud." And he straight up says no. Okay. And what I do is, I'm not proud of this. I look back at the computer that I'm at, and I give him the bird. Okay.
You rebel,
now,
you.
It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. So he says, "Do it again." And me being the smart ass I am, I do it again. And he stands up, he approaches me, and of course I stand up as well, and he says, "Do it again." And I do it again. And what happened next, he says to me, "If we were anywhere else, you'd be dead right now." Yeah. A few more words were exchanged, and he shoves me into the computer. And
this is why
that's no, go ahead.
This is why I want a gun.
Where was this
we're
at?
not allowed to have weapons here on campus. Weapons here are a no-no.
Yeah,
you're on campus and you didn't report this, dude?
I'm the Job First program is a program run by the government, and there is a lot of rules and regulations here that I actually sort of have an issue with. Like, to give you an example, there was an incident where a bullet was found inside of one of the rooms, but no gun was found. And so I go to the center director because after having heard this, I don't feel safe on campus anymore. I take this to the center director and I say, "Hey, if someone was able to smuggle a bullet onto campus, then there's bound to be a gun here as well." So I throw him a hypothetical asking him, what if someone armed with something like an AR-15 or an M16 comes onto campus and goes on a rampage? And he says to me that hypothetical is unlikely, and because of that, there's no need for staff up front to carry weapons. And I says to him,
I have a few questions on this, but go ahead.
No, you have a few questions. That's pretty much where it ends. So
okay, one question. Just because it's a bullet there doesn't mean there's a gun around. Two, was it just a slug, or was it an actual bullet with the casing?
It was an actual bullet with the casing. It was an unfired bullet.
Okay, then it's very likely the bullet can be there without the gun. Somebody could have just had the round in their pocket or something. And two, unless you got metal detectors, it's not that hard to sneak something like that on campus.
There's metal detectors at the front gate. They have us go through security and metal detectors before and after we leave campus.
Wait, why after?
I have no idea. That's the only way we're allowed to leave. If we are leaving for center trips, like there are trips, there are recreational trips, and they also have Walmart trips here from time to time. They require us to go through. They require us to go through security when we're leaving, and come in through security when we come back.
So you live in a government-run cult?
Essentially, yes.
Hello, Amanda. How are you doing?
Hi, Amanda.
Hubby got home, so I got to hide from the children. Hi, Traname. So, this is a birthday stream.
Well.
Happy birthday, Running Guns.
Thanks. Yeah, I sent it to Undoom, but I don't see him showing up twice.
Who?
Undoomed.
Oh,
He showed up last time.
I heard you say you were going to send him a DM, and that's why I ended up wanting to come in and talk a little bit.
Well, there's no guarantee he'll show up.
No.
Totally tell him that I'll sexually harass him. I do every time he comes onto a stream I'm on. I'll totally sexually harass him some more.
I remember that one stream. Him and your husband got into a discussion. That was fun to listen to.
Having discussions with my husband are fun. Usually we'll end them when we can't agree with calling each other crazy and saying we love each other.
What was the discussion about?
I can't remember some crazy shit because it's liberal.
It had something to do with the presidents and how Undoomed likes the fact that you don't have to guess with Trump. He says what's on his mind, or it was something like that. This was a year ago, literally a year ago.
Yeah, this was forever ago. It's been a while since I got to sexually harass Undoomed. I'm supposed to get to sexually harass men.
That could be why he's not showing up.
He's hiding.
Well, Ichabod, if you want to come, you've got the hangout link.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I like our president, because he speaks his mind and all that. That's one of the reasons why I like him. We haven't had a president like that in a while.
A lot of folks speak their mind. Doesn't make them.
I am not a fan of President Trump.
And that's okay. A lot of people on it. I like his
presidents are shitty.
Sorry, I'll let you go ahead and then I'll say what I want to say.
Sorry, we kept going at the same time. I was just gonna say, my opinion is all presidents are shitty. Like I can't name one of them that was actually all around good. Like there's always something shitty about them.
George Washington.
Bill Clinton was at least entertaining.
Right.
Wasn't he only in office for like 8 months?
What?
Wasn't Bill Clinton only in office for like 8 months though?
I don't remember.
No, he finished out his term.
No, I don't think so. Because I was having a discussion with another classmate about Bill Clinton's presidency, because I was telling them the issues I was having with Hillary running at the time. I was saying Bill Clinton didn't serve a full term, and I looked it up. It said he started in 1996, and then I knew he served less than a year. I have to look it up and
I'm sure he served his term.
I've got it here on Google. Bill Clinton served from 20th January 1993 to 20th January 2001.
Yeah, they impeached him right at the end, and so instead of like kicking him out, they just let him.
Yeah, because he ran a second time and got it, so I'm guessing they kicked him out after that. Yeah. Because the big headline when he won the second time is 4 more years. That was the major headline.
I read something else. Oh shit! Why are the police here?
Oh, it was nice knowing you.
About to get arrested.
Right. Light a cigarette. It'll be your last motherfucking cigarette. That is the rule. I don't care if you never smoked before in your life. You see the cops, light a cigarette.
I'll pass.
No, the cops were here the other day too. The cops are here on a regular basis.
Vapor Source
had that. You live in a fun area.
Vapor Source had that problem as well.
Go away!
Yes, that works with cops. Go away.
It does.
If you're gonna get arrested and slammed to the ground, at least turn your camera on so we can watch that.
Yeah. Film the motherfucking police.
No, but like I was saying, it's like the police are here at least every other day. The police were here the other day when I was leaving to get my permit test, which, by the way, I do have my permit now. I'm actually proud of that. But the police were here the other day
Are
because
you saying the police are
someone
stalking
assaulted
you?
someone else.
Are you saying the police are following you?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that something happens at least every other day to warrant the Dayton police to come here. And I probably shouldn't have said that, but
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. But that's
Are you
crazy
the
because I
master
lived
criminal
in
behind it all?
but
I lived in, okay.
no, go ahead.
I lived in an apartment complex where I witnessed 2 drug deals go down on the first day I moved in. Never saw the police there. So what the fuck is happening in your apartment complex?
No, see, the thing is, this is a government center, so any calls made out here are top priority. I asked the same thing as well. So, like, I said, if I'm somewhere else, if I'm in Dayton somewhere else, and I'm being assaulted, and I call the police aren't gonna show up right away.
That's right. You live in a
They'll show up here
government-run
before
cult.
they show up anywhere else. That's why I have an issue. The only reason they'll show up here before anywhere else is because this is a government center.
They could show up there just for wrongthink. It's a government-run cult.
I've seen the police show up here for the folk downstairs when they were having parties and fighting. I've even seen one lassie lying crying and hitting her, and then stomping off. Yeah. I've seen one lassie lying on the stairs hitting herself, and then she went downstairs outside to her own house, and all I heard was, "Call the police." So she's obviously got into an argument with somebody in the party downstairs, and then when got thrown out, started crying, hit herself, gave herself a mark, went to the police and said she's been attacked.
I saw the
whether
cops.
or not that actually happened, I don't know.
I saw the cops take my ex step aunt she literally had like part of her brain missing. They took it out when she was a baby for some fucking reason. And she's in the middle of having a seizure, and the cops throw her to the ground, handcuff her, and throw her into the back of a cop car as she's seizing.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it was super fucked up.
That's cops that are abusing their power. That's what that is, and I don't agree with that. Now, I don't necessarily have an issue with police. I have an issue with police that abuse their power.
Yeah, because those cops did that with a group of like 6 to 9-year-olds watching.
Jesus Christ!
It was super fucked up.
No, I gotta ask you now that I hear you talking about all this stuff, because there are a few YouTubers that think just like you do. Like, there's one YouTuber that thinks just like this, and they consider themselves an anarcho-capitalist. So what are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh no, I don't really do labels. The closest one, like the only thing I'll claim because it's the closest one that fits, is libertarian. If it's the best.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
I take one of those tests. I didn't quite get every question correct, but the closest I got was a slightly left liberal.
I have no idea what you just said. There was a lot of movement.
Slightly left liberal.
Apparently. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
I don't know what label fits me.
I don't know. When I did that test thing, I fall very libertarian, slightly right.
I refuse to do the test because I don't give a shit.
No, sorry. Ron, I feel like we're hijacking your stream, and I'm sorry about that.
I don't give a shit. At least somebody's entertained.
Are you not entertained? Are you not?
There's more people in here than that are watching. That's kind of sad.
Oh, well. It's okay. It'll be okay.
Has anyone seen the new trailer for the Rocks movie with that white ape?
But, I actually had another story that I wanted to tell that would actually give a little bit of context to the story that I mentioned before about the one individual that assaulted me.
And what story is
On you
that?
go.
So this happened on February 1st, which is of course Black History Month. I don't think there should be a month dedicated to the history of blacks, but whatever, it is what it is. So
Yeah.
we had to go. I was told that we had a business meeting by Miss O'Neill, who is the residential advisor here. She told us that we have to go to a business meeting. And of course, a business meeting, usually we're informed about what's going to be happening, if there's going to be any days where we don't have to go to trade, what we can expect for the coming week. Okay. However, I go into this meeting and I get the stereotypical story of how this black guy grew up in a really bad spot. He joined a gang and then he turned his life around. I got that whole shtick. Okay. And then he was saying a whole bunch of stuff about Black Lives Matter and all that. And there was a point in time where I ended up walking out because the words out of his mouth were, "We can't let the white man bring us down." And that really bothered me, so I walked out in protest, as did a couple other
Hey, Harley.
people. Now,
Hey, happy birthday.
Thanks.
oh hey,
Hi.
so
Hello.
Miss O'Neill stops me from walking out. She says, "Where are you going?" I tell her I don't want to be there anymore. And she twists the story around. Like, she says, "Do you have a thing against Black history?" And I'm like, "No, not at all." She's trying to make me seem like I'm racist, which I'm not. And so
Glad you cleared
eventually
that
she
up.
does that. What now?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I end up going back inside. Eventually, she does manage to talk me into going back inside because I'm just tired of arguing with the lady. I don't want an NOC for refusing to go back in, so I just say fuck it and I go back inside. And I have to sit through that meeting for 20 more minutes before we're allowed to go back into the dorm. When I go back inside,
You're KKK confirmed. Okay.
yeah. Well, not yet.
I'm a Nazi.
I'm not KKK confirmed yet, but I will be. So I go back inside. I'm walking through the hall. There's an individual holding his fist up, and he says, "Black Power." And I look at him and I say, "Fuck Black Power." And then that is where I am KKK confirmed, because a group of people that were with him start chanting Black Lives Matter. And then I'm called in the Miss O'Neill's office and I'm given an NOC for profanity. So
Wait, you're not allowed to swear?
we are not allowed to swear.
I would not be able to live to survive there. That would nope. That would not. That would not.
We're not allowed to wear hats. We're not
Oh,
allowed to
screw
wear
that.
hats here.
That's a deal breaker. I'm done.
We're not allowed to wear stuff that encourages hate speech, which I have a Make America Great Again hat. I couldn't bring that here because I was thinking it might encourage hate speech, because a lot of people here are against Donald Trump and his regime, as everyone is calling it. So I left my hat at home. We're not allowed to have chokers that have spikes on them. We're not allowed to have anything that might be considered a weapon.
In the right hands, anything can be a weapon.
Exactly. I went to security and I says, that's kind of a ridiculous statement, because the watch that I'm wearing on my wrist can be used as a weapon. The shoes on my feet can be used as a weapon.
And that's how you left the room without your shoes and ring on. You don't.
Oh, that was fun
Continue.
story hour.
Yeah.
I know what could get people to watch your stream.
Go ahead.
I'm not discharging a gun on stream.
I can take my shirt off.
What?
You said you can take your shirt off.
Yeah,
That's how you get my stream reported.
but it would have a lot of viewers first.
I will pass.
When Tranime was trying, I think, who was it? Anon was trying to raise money for your van.
Mhm.
And I let her borrow my tits because I had strep throat. And so she just presented my tits the entire time.
I saw that.
Nice.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, it's her avatar. She just left it on screen at all times.
Yeah. I'm sorry that they didn't do more for you.
It got fixed.
Yeah,
It
the van
should've.
runs.
Oh, that's awesome. Yay.
It still smells like coolant,
Oh, yeah.
but it runs.
Yeah, it's been fixed since
Your
December.
tits fixed a van.
Yeah, it got fixed. The van got fixed, and then some asshat dropped a tree on it.
Oh shit.
So there's now a piece of my roof missing.
Well, that sucks.
Yes, thankfully it's insured. I just haven't gotten that ball rolling yet. I gave the company a chance to, deal with it themselves, and they haven't. So I gotta send the lawyers.
Front of me.
Oh, that sucks.
How
Was
far
it
away?
Geico by chance?
Yes, I have Geico.
How far away are you from
Fucking
New
worst.
Jersey?
Wait, somebody just said something.
How far away are you from New Jersey?
Extremely far away.
Never mind then.
It'll probably. The trip to New Jersey would cost me more than my deductible.
Right.
The insurance companies suck, but having a kid in the car actually makes it a lot easier. I got in a wreck because some idiot teenager thought he had time to turn in front of me when I had a green light, and he'd just come speeding from down the road. I never saw him. He just whipped in front of me, and I ended up hitting him. And every time the insurance company called me, I reminded them that my child was in the car at the time, and this was our only vehicle. And I got like 3 times what my car was worth.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got a nice ass new car out of that.
Hmm.
There's
Your
the door.
boyfriend's not
Sorry,
coming in, Harley?
Huh?
I guess your boyfriend's not coming in?
No, he's not in the mood.
Boo.
Yep.
I have never
Story of my
ever.
life.
I've never had the issue of him not being in the mood.
He gets antisocial sometimes.
This is the internet. It doesn't count.
When's the next video up?
When's his next video up?
When's anyone's next video up?
He just posted one earlier.
I just recently did.
And then he's working. Right now he's in like this weird artistic funk because he's working on his anus video.
What?
It's.
I don't think I want to know.
Well, you'll find out eventually.
Sounds like a medical problem.
Alrighty then. I need to make a dang video. I meant to do it while I was on vacation and I didn't have kids to worry about, and I forgot to take my laptop with me.
Oh.
Always
That's
take
a
the
nice
lap.
break, though, from everything.
Yeah, it was nice to have a break, but I should have took my laptop.
It's an unintentional break, but it's
All
nice,
that
probably.
ended up happening was my husband used it as a babysitter for the children while I was gone.
Oh shit! I didn't even know she left. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, my phone died, so I had to come back inside out of the cold and put it on the charger.
That's why I keep a charger out here in my garage.
Yeah, I can't be outside. It's like 20 degrees outside. My hands are freezing. I had to get back inside.
Yeah,
It's
that's why,
chilly here
again,
too.
garage.
I mean, it's freezing at 94. You know.
The fuck's wrong with you? No, it's not.
You're funny.
I have no idea
Like
what.
the thermometer on the outside of my van says it's 112.
Are you out in like the desert or something? Where are you?
The desert.
Oh, that makes sense.
I ended up in the desert, and it is much more deserty than I thought it would be.
Well,
Deserts, they're pretty deserty.
Yeah, it reads 112 during the day, and at night it gets to like freaking 20. Horrible.
Man, when I
so
was
are you are you in Nevada, Arizona?
Yeah, somewhere in one of those.
yeah, stop getting too specific. But when I was a kid, man, I remember sitting on my front porch sipping lemonade, reading a book, and the thermometer said 114.
Jesus fucking hell.
I feel like when you're little, though, you have like such a high tolerance for that stuff. Like, because growing up, I was always outside, and now I can't stand it. And I grew up here, so I'm like, why is it so hot and humid?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to love going out in the heat, no matter what temperature it is. Now it's like, fuck that mess.
Yeah, I don't know. Kids just don't care.
I don't know if it's growing up or if we've gotten spoiled by, having central heat and air, because when I was a kid, didn't have none of that shit. I grew up in trailers where I was lucky if we had a window unit,
No, I was almost always outside growing up. I mean, there was probably only 3 or 4 instances where I was inside, and that was when it was unbearably hot out.
I was always outside too. That's because it was usually hotter inside the trailer than it is outside.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, there will be days where I will go outside and it's freezing cold, but then I'll be inside and it's colder inside than it is outside.
Yeah, that part really sucked. When I was little, we lived in New Mexico, like right at the edge of the Rockies, and we had no heat and no electricity, no running water. We lived in this little trailer, and so we had a generator that ran one of those little floor heaters that catch you on fire kind of heaters, and a TV, and that's all it fucking ran, and a tiny little black and white TV. Basement. And we pinned blankets up over all the hallways and doors, to close in the living room, and we all just slept in there so we didn't freeze to death. Like the kittens, our cats did. They wandered to a different part of the house. They didn't live.
Oh, you should have gotten propane.
Anyway, I've sent you a DM.
You sent me a DM.
You realize her machine can only do so much at once, right?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, so since I do have you guys here, I'm actually looking to commission someone to make me a profile pic for my YouTube channel, because I am reworking it a little bit. So if anyone knows someone that does take commissions, can they let me know?
Tiki Bomber was taking commissions, and she was raising money for her cat. She did me a really awesome Harley Quinn one for I think it was like $10.
I'm looking for something cartoony. I
know what I
get a Twitter.
Darkling Studios did mine, but this isn't it. The one I have up now is the old one. I need to fix it.
I can give you the one who's done Tranimy's new avatar, or I can give you the one who's doing my comic.
Oh yeah, no,
go ahead.
No one's seen the avatar for the other channel yet, because the other channel's not up yet. I don't have a computer.
What's your Twitter handle, Jen?
I don't use Twitter.
Makes everything so difficult.
Look on my YouTube channel in my description, and you'll see all of my social media and my links to it.
I don't know if Tiki's on other social media because I just have her on
But
Twitter.
what I'm looking for specifically is I'm looking for a profile picture, and I'm also looking to get a few rigs because I plan on doing animated commentaries, like some other YouTube channels, because I want to do like political commentaries, stuff of that nature, on another channel, and I plan to do vlogs and my gaming content on my main channel. But as of right now, the channel that I have set up is my go-to channel for all my political commentaries.
Here, we'll run.
That's what you're about to say. You're going to take off?
I am going to take off very soon because I have some paperwork to do for work. But I'm going to send you Tiki Bomber stuff, so if you want to pass that along. She did a stream where she was talking about her sick animals. I think her brother's dog has a tumor on his ear, so he needed surgery, and her cat was having some issues using the toilet. So I was.
I'm guessing you're asking me to retweet the stuff or share it?
No. You don't have to share it, but if you want to pass that along to Jen, because she was doing commissions.
Okay.
And I'll send you the art that she sent me as well, because it's good stuff. She's a good person, so.
By the way, Jen is on Discord.
I'm on Discord, but I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I was actually looking to get my.
You're both in my Discord.
And then you click join. That's how you use it.
Yeah, I usually just have my minions do things for me. I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, click on this. And I'm like, okay. And that's how I end up in like weird places sometimes. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then I call the other minions and I'm like, how do I get out? Get me out. And then I give them my password and I'm like, take me out of here.
Wait, you give out your password?
Yeah.
What now?
Trusted minions. Has groups of them that work for me sometimes because navigating the internet. Ugh.
Well, like I said, you're both in my Discord, so if you want to message her on my Discord, you can only do it that way.
Okay. Well, it's in your DMs. All the stuff.
Yeah, Steve, I actually wanted to bring something up with you, Ron, if you don't mind me doing so.
Okay.
See, it's regarding trans people and whatnot. I'm not here to offend. I just want to give my opinion and how I think regarding some of these things. Now, I have a classmate who is in my culinary class, and she was telling me how she has a sibling who is only 13, and her sibling is female but identifies as male. And I was trying to talk to her about this. I was saying, like, it sort of bothered me because I didn't know exactly how to say what I needed to say without upsetting her. But I was trying to tell her, I was trying to say, how do they know? And she wasn't giving me any straightforward answers, and it was just sort of bothering me. So how am I supposed to react without getting triggered?
Not my area of expertise. You can always direct that towards Tranime.
What?
Yeah.
What I meant.
Oh no! See, I was telling Ron because I didn't know who to ask about that, but I was saying that in my culinary class there is an individual who I have been talking to, and she was telling me that she has a sibling who's only 13. She identifies as a male, and I was trying to figure out why they identify as this, because I don't believe anyone under the age of 16 or 17 is capable of doing something like this because she was telling me that she's going to be seeing a therapist and she's going to go on hormones and all that. And I was trying to tell her, I don't think that this is the right thing for this person to do because unless they actually see a proper therapist and this person is diagnosed with gender dysphoria, then they could end up really screwing themselves up. And I was trying to explain this to this person that was telling me this, and it just really got to me because I wasn't able to get through to them, and it really bothered me.
There was a similar story of a guy now who also wanted to transition at 13. And
Wait,
2
Ian,
years
before you
later-
continue, Tranny, do you have anything to say on that?
I'm still a little on the fence with younger people transitioning, but generally it's kind of hard to get hormones under, or at least it was last time I checked, to get hormones under
And I was
a
gonna,
certain age.
I was going to say there was a kid.
I thought it was
Also-
18. You're not allowed to go on hormones. That's what I thought. Like until you turn 18, you're not allowed to go on hormones.
Yes, I was saying that there was this kid who was also 13 who thought he was female, and 2 years later he changed his mind.
Yeah, I know. I heard about this. There was a YouTuber that talked about it a while back, how this individual had started their transition and they were complete, and then they decided that they didn't feel like a girl anymore and they wanted to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always very curious about the psychology behind those that start and then go back, and I'm like, what happened? Very curious what's
But
going
No,
on there.
even
I heard
with the
yesterday-
hormone blockers though, like that's been a problem because that the one I Am Jazz girl she's gonna have problems with her what is it
SRS?
sexual reassignment surgery, but I always get this backwards because I'm dumb. Male to female sexual reassignment surgery.
Well, she's not going to
because
be
it-
able to
her-
because she didn't
it's
properly
too small.
develop it. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not going to be able.
I have a
What comes
I have
first?
a lot of questions about
What comes first? Feminine facial surgery or
cancer stage 2.
what comes first? Feminine facial surgery or SRS?
The FFS doesn't always happen.
What?
Not everybody always needs that. He was talking about what comes first, feminizing your face through surgery or SRS, and I was just telling him that not everybody has to always go through the face surgery.
Yeah, that depends entirely on the individual. I got lucky. Didn't really need FFS, so skip that step. Didn't need it. But generally, people do their face first because, well, that's what everybody's gonna see. But some people are really feel the need to do the other first. So it really depends on what's bothering the patient most.
Oh, I know that I'm probably going to go through with FFS. I'm going to get my neck adjusted because the front of my neck sticks out like a sore thumb, and I hate it.
Oh, you talking about the Adam's apple?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
just
don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as Riley's, but it's still kind of bad.
Nobody's as bad as
I
Riley's.
don't think anybody's. Riley is like 75% apple, but I was really lucky. I've never had a visible Adam's apple. Like if I really strain, I could like show off a little bit. Like if I really try, but yeah, it's not there. So I don't.
No, it's not so much my Adam's apple. Like my Adam's apple doesn't really stick out. Like it's not sticking out right now. It's just the majority of my neck where my actual veins and vocal cords are. That's what's bothering me.
Yeah, I got off very easy. I was not all that masculine to begin with, so.
Yeah, no. I actually posted pictures in Helena's Discord because she does have a pictures. She does have a pictures thing set up, and I was posting pictures of myself. I'm not going to disclose what kind of pictures those were because that's not relevant.
Lewd.
Yeah, sure, but I was showing a picture that I took maybe a few months ago where I did appear to have a really feminine looking appearance, and I'm actually like, to give you a little bit of context of my body. I'm almost 6 foot. I'm almost 6 feet 4 inches tall, and I'm less than 180 pounds. So I'm actually really tall. I felt like if I wanted to wear shorts, like feminine shorts, I would be able to pull them off. That's the kind of body type I have. But
So
the
we've been
issue, the main, I'm tall. Yes, I'm very tall. Sometimes I wish I wasn't that tall.
I'm
but
short.
I'm short
Me
too.
too.
Someone want to
Me too.
trade?
bunch of midgets.
Ugh, midgets.
I'm a tiny little thing. That's why I'm a chippy.
You guys are awesome. It's always enlightening to talk to you. I will catch you later, but I have some actual paperwork and work stuff to do, which sucks.
Okay,
But
have fun
Well,
being
you
a
have
corporate
fun. I'll
catch
catch
up,
you later.
catch up with you guys. Happy birthday!
Thanks.
Bye, Harvey Quinn.
I gotta sing to you at some point before this stream ends too.
I'm killing it now.
No, don't kill it. I have more questions. But I
Okay.
actually did want to ask you something regarding your birthday. It's not your age. Don't worry about that. But do you have any plans to get any rifles or no?
When I have the money, yes.
What did you have in mind
That-
though?
That's all.
I haven't thought that far ahead because those cost money, more money than I have.
Right?
So those will be a while, so I'm not even going to think about it.
Hubby won't let me because it costs too much.
Yeah, that's the same reason my bank account keeps telling me no.
Right? Mom, what?
Hey, hold on. So
I can barely afford a window shop.
just knock on the door and then open them without waiting for a response.
Huh?
Oh, that's something I want to know.
I personally don't know.
Oh,
I think somebody's came into a room without opening and they're waiting for a response.
I thought they were talking about my kid coming out without waiting for a response. It was like he does that all the time.
Okay, thank you.
I've got accounts
So
for
that's it. There's another issue that I have here at in the job corps program that I didn't bring up earlier before my phone died.
The fact that it's a
Lack of
fucking
privacy?
cult,
That yes.
that kind of goes along with it being a fucking cult.
Yeah, I was having an issue with it earlier. Like I was bringing this up with a group therapy session. Like we were just talking, speaking our minds, and I said, the staff expect us to show them respect, but they don't show us respect in return.
I'm looking around as if y'all can actually see me, but I mean, this is just more evidence that this is a fucking cult. They do group therapy there with y'all. It's a fucking cult.
No.
Run
No.
now.
It's no. We got together a bunch of students ourselves. We weren't told to. We just decided to because we were on break. We decided to get together and we decided to speak a little bit. It's a social thing.
Sure you did. Run. It's a cult. Run.
No. Come on. Oh, come on. It's not all that bad. Okay, you know what? It is pretty bad, but
Let's
it's
say
not all
people
bad.
call always say that.
Right?
Sean, I mean, how well does your van run after the repairs?
How well does my van run?
Yes.
Pretty much flawlessly.
Good.
How many just out of curiosity, like I know it doesn't really matter, but how many miles to the gallon does your van get?
I haven't actually done the math,
About 4.
but it is actually comparable to the Subaru Outback I had, even though it's an 8-cylinder engine. It actually does really well on gas, considering its size and enormous weight.
Is your van like a minivan or is it a Volkswagen van?
This is a full-size Mark III conversion van. This fucker is huge.
Is it really?
Hey,
it is
get this.
enormous. I am currently. Let's just give you an idea how big this thing is. I am currently laying in the bed, the wrong way. I'm laying across the bed, so my feet are facing the front of the van. There is about 2 feet between my head and the back door, and probably 1.5 more of my length between me and the nose of the van.
Nice.
Wow.
Big ass
Huge. And the ceiling is high enough that while laying here, I can't touch it.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's a big old van.
Yeah, and the width of the van is wide enough that when I'm laying on the bed the right direction to go to sleep, I fit the width of the van. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Nice.
But I muted him because I thought.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Muted.
No, it's a Ford Econoline, and I got it with a Mark III conversion, and then I did some more conversion on it.
I am actually jealous.
Back up. Yay! I guess I didn't blow the fuse. All right.
Well, I'm gonna set a timer, and we're probably gonna end this in about 10 minutes.
Oof.
Don't let me forget to sing to you before the end of the 10 minutes, dang it.
Don't worry, I'll let you forget. Maybe I'm not gonna remind you.
But I was gonna tell you a cute cat story. I muted when you were telling your story because I didn't want my kid to interrupt because I thought he was coming out the door again. It was the fucking cat. My cat has learned how to open my garage door like the kids to look for me when I'm out here.
More cat.
Fucking crazy ass cat. He just stares at me too like they do. Never comes out because they've all learned better. You're not allowed out here.
Mm-hmm.
But they just stand there in the door and look at me.
That sounds a little creepy.
Yep. My alarm clock is usually my youngest kid staring me in the face.
That's funny.
As long as you don't have to apologize for actually socking him in the face when you wake up. What the hell?
No, I always know it's him. I've never reacted like that. I always know it's him. I wake up knowing it's him, just staring at me, waiting for something from me.
No, there'll probably be one day where you wake up and you don't realize it's him, and then you do end up socking him in the face.
That would be horrible.
Yeah,
Are you gonna say you've done that?
No, I've never
What?
hit any of them.
Oh.
I have woken up and hit my sister before when I was a kid, but I think I knew it was her, and I was just pissed off she woke me up.
Probably. There you go, being all dangerous.
I don't. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just making fun of Amanda for being dangerous and violent.
Come on, who hasn't hit their sibling?
Me.
I almost killed my sibling when I was small, when I was like a child.
We always killed each other all the time. We played BB gun hide and go seek, for goodness sake. It was always my older brother who was it with the BB gun somehow.
This happened with my sister when I was like 2 years old.
Ichabod.
Coon! No, I'm kidding.
Liar.
I went through a record into my brother's head.
You're violent.
My little brother dropped a brick on our cousin's head out of a tree.
Ow.
What the fuck?
I don't think he intended to drop the thing. I think he just carried it up the tree for some reason. They were really little at the time. And it just, when it fell, it just so happened to hit My little cousin on his head.
Yeah.
Oh,
coincidence,
My
huh?
friend threw a piece of PCP piping at my cousin one time.
So Ichabod, what are you up to tonight?
Other than trying not to bash my own head in with boredom.
Yes.
Why do you want to bash and do that?
I don't know. I've been friggin' bored as hell. That's about it.
That's not good for your health. You shouldn't do that.
That is the least unhealthy thing he'll ever do to himself.
Ichabod, I have the answer. Alcohol and karaoke. Let's do this.
No karaoke. I'm good with alcohol. Karaoke, not so much.
I always try to encourage people to do drunken karaoke with me.
No, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll take the alcohol before I do the karaoke. How about that?
That's the point. You drink the alcohol, you do the karaoke.
I will be doing neither.
That's another thing. We're not allowed to have alcohol here on campus, and it's driving me crazy.
Cult! Fucking cult! Cult!
Well, it has nothing to do with the government. It's the.
Are you kidding me?
It's
Come on! All the red flags. Just all of them.
No,
Throw them all on the field.
it's something else. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's not the government. It's a group associated with the government, but it's not the government. I swear.
It's a government-run cult.
No, it's not. Shit. No, it's a group that I can't think of what it's called, but basically we're not allowed even if they suspect us of being intoxicated or high, and we deny a breathalyzer test, they can terminate us from the program.
Cult.
And man is gonna be dreaming about cults tonight.
Sorry, my headphones were screwed up. What did they do if they suspect you of drinking?
They force a breathalyzer test on us, and if we deny it, they terminate us from the program.
So they shame you?
It's a
Basically,
cult.
if they suspect that we have been drinking and they give us a breathalyzer test and we deny it, they can terminate us from the program.
What kind of school is this?
It's job close. It's a government-run program.
Oh, okay. So they're violating federal law.
You could say that.
Cult.
Oh no, I could say that, but
that is enforcing this. It's the Department.
Oh no, I know what Job Corps is.
Oh,
and
do
yes,
you?
I mean you're absolutely right. It is a cult.
Ha! Told ya.
Have you
Always right.
been enlisted in the program before?
Yes.
Really?
I'm
Because
also a minister.
What center did you attend, if you don't mind me asking? Because I attended Earl C.
It was
Clements
years ago.
and
But it was the one that's God. Where the hell is it? It was outside of Lawrence. Is when they were recruiting people. Me
What
and
state,
another
if you
dude
don't-
called
what state, though?
Kansas,
Oh.
Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh.
But me and another dude that his name was Jovi went in there, and he came out like crazier than a freaking rabbit on, I don't know, fucking LSD. And I left because I found out that the Job Corps that I was going to was in violation of federal law and was torturing people.
What?
Yeah. What they would do is Jovi would keep going out there and like he would be doing all the program stuff, doing everything he was supposed to. And then one night he went out and decided he was going to drink. So what they did is, you ever seen one of those little pieces of rebar, the real nice, big and thin ones? They beat his ass with it.
What the fuck?
So after beating the person that was beaten with it, I was kicked out of the program.
For what?
For assaulting someone.
Fucking hell.
Fuck.
Yeah, no. Job Corps bad. If you can get out, get out.
No, I mean, I haven't experienced any issues like that here, but I haven't gotten a shower in like a week and a half, and I'm not proud of that. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Because there have been repeated incidents of individuals defecating in the showers, and that is a no-no, a really, really big no-no for me. And
Why are people sitting in the shower?
because people are retarded, Ranome. People are retarded.
Because, like, if you're physically capable of avoiding that, you really should avoid doing that.
People do it on purpose, though. People do it in spite of other people, and I don't like it.
Like, that's just disgusting. Why the fuck would
people were doing it? People were doing it at Earl C. Clements, but the way I was getting around it was I was doing my hygiene routines over at the clinic because there were shower facilities there. I was able to get a shower there. There was even a bathroom there, so I was able to get a hot bath every once in a while and just relax in there. And I can't do none of that shit here.
So let me ask you a quick question.
I can't go back even if I wanted to.
So, as a question, because this is coming to mind, the people that are defecating the showers, is it the same person or same group of people more than once?
We don't know because it happens when people are coming in and out of the showers. Like it'll happen when there's too many people to know who's actually doing it. And it doesn't happen frequently enough for people to check up on it.
What state is this?
Are the showers shared?
This is in Ohio. This is the state that I live in.
Give me
Are
just
the showers shared?
Let me just check something.
Is it shared showers? The unisex showers?
No, they're not unisex showers. I'm in the male dorm.
All right.
There's a male dorm and a female dorm. I'm actually going to speak with Miss O'Neill to see if I can get transferred over to the female dorm. I don't know if that'll be a possibility though, but that's actually something that
that's about what I thought.
Yeah, actually, there is something that I wanted to talk about because it's sort of how I think now. This would have been relevant earlier when I was talking about the girl who has a sibling who does identify as male, even though they're a female. What I was going to say is the way I see things, if you do identify as male and you're female and vice versa, but you're not on hormones, I'll see you as the gender that you were born as. Hands down. Now I will respect your name and all that, but until you actually start going on hormones, I will always see you as a gender that you were born as.
So yeah, this is what I was thinking because quite a few states actually have this. You realize that is like red flag behavior for mental health, right? Somebody just taking a shit in the shower, let alone with a bunch of other people there.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Well, the Ohio Mental Health and Addiction Services, which is apparently a state-run organization, has codes about that. It's a very important code. They're required not only to report that incident if it happens 3 or more times to a mental health facility, but they are also supposed to figure out who it is and get that person the mental help that they need.
Oh,
not doing so is in violation of Ohio state law.
Yeah, well, it's funny actually that you bring that up because back in the 60s, this used to be a mental health hospital, like an asylum.
That's what I'm trying to tell you is Job Corps frequently just ignores laws.
The Earl C. Clements, which is a Job Corps printer out in Morganfield, Kentucky, back in the 70s, it was a military base.
Mm-hmm.
And there is proof of that all over campus. Like over across where you go for career standard to prepare yourself for the actual program. You know how some military bases have concrete lifts where they drive the heavy vehicles on so they can do under vehicle repairs and whatnot?
I have
Those
no
are
idea.
actually cool. Oh, like I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but aside from that, there is also bunkers that are actually visible on campus. And then
What I'm saying is, for God's sake, please be careful. Don't come out
I
crazy.
have been yeah, no,
That's not actually that
I mean,
bad.
I mean, I was at OC Clements and I almost killed myself 3 times. No, twice. I'm sorry.
Jesus. How's that birthday
the
treat
fir-
you, Ron?
Yeah, like
We're talking about shitting in showers. What do you think?
The fuck just
yeah,
happened?
like,
Something just.
the issue was I was undergoing so much stress, and it got to a point where I was borderline suicidal, and so there were 2 incidents where I tried to kill myself. The first time being starvation, that was mainly because I was having bowel movements every single day.
Yeah,
What was
Shannon, might
that?
something going on with your headset?
What's going on?
You're
You're-
buzzing.
It sounds like you're holding it up to a vibrator.
Oh dear. I mean, she probably is. But...
I know. I fell over.
Okay, but as I was saying, the first incident was from starvation, but that was mostly because the food there was causing me to have bowel movements every single day, whereas at home it wasn't happening like that. The second time was because I was just undergoing so much stress. There was sexual harassment going on. There was physical, verbal, and just overall just so much shit going on with me that I tried to slit my wrists with broken plastic.
That's not good.
No,
You don't
it's not.
that.
Yeah, no, I have this happened a few years ago. I went to the center director and I told him that I wanted to transfer to another center that was preferably closer to home because I was going through so much here that I needed to go somewhere else. And I was telling him everything that was going on, and he passive aggressively told me to fuck off. And what I mean by that is, he said if I gave you a transfer to another center, I'd have to give everyone who wanted transfer. And I saw that as his way of telling me to go fuck yourself. And
Amanda,
so,
you there? Okay, she's
Talking
muted.
to me?
There. Yes, did you
Yeah.
want to do your thing real quick so then we can end this in a couple minutes?
Oh yeah, huh? Sorry, I was cooking dinner.
I was cooking dinner.
I had to stop and take a breath. I'm running around.
yeah, Ichabod, if you would like to after
God.
the stream, I can go ahead and do a call with you, and then I can explain to you what's been going on here if you're interested.
Ichabod.
Ichabod. How do you
Alright.
pronounce your name then? I'm sorry.
It's Ichabod.
Did I say that the first time or did I say it wrong?
You said Ichabod. Don't worry, you are
Sorry.
not the first, last, or even potentially the 20,000th to make that fucking mistake.
Okay, well, while Amanda's doing her thing, everybody mute themselves.
God. It's God.
Goodbye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Run Guns. We all fucking love you.
Aw.
Happy birthday
Let's
to you.
not quite take it to love, but I hate you.
That's part of the whole
I
stream.
love Running Guns. He's like Big Brother
I
Running
want that
Guns.
on my birthday when that comes around.
Oh no, he Uncle Ron, but still.
And now I am stopping the broadcast. So everybody have a good night. And if you want to donate to my birthday, the Streamlabs link is in the description.
Give some money to this silver fox of a man.
All right, help him out, y'all. Bye.